Hip hip hooray, it's Friday. Welcome to school after bus stop and walk. And I'm Evie Borkschatz from Mrs. Franti's class.
And I'm Indy Judd from Mrs. Elber's class. Welcome to Burnside Today, the latest school news brought to you by fantastic fourth graders just like us.
Today is Friday, May 18th, 2018. Second graders will be having their Dakota education field trip today. Have fun.
It's also us fourth graders field day. Let's go out and have fun.
Well, since it is all for reading day, we are going to cut the news short for a moment and go over to a special guest reader for our new program.
See you in a bit. Enjoy the story.
Howdy, I'm Pecos Bill. Hey there, boys and girls out there in Burnside Elementary School. Now, I heard it's reading day or something like that. You got this countdown to summer thing going on. And I was invited here to come here and tell you a little bit about my life, because I had a book written about me. It's called Pecos Bill. Yeah, that's me, roughest, toughest cowboy west of the Pecos River. So, I'm going to show you my book, tell you a little bit about me on this reading day. Hope that's okay with you. All right, here we go. Flip the page, please. All right, woo! That was a wagon train, if you were wondering there. Now, this is where I kind of grew up in the New England parts of the States, over in like New York, and my mom thought that it was getting a little crowded over there. So she said, we're gonna move out west. So we went out west and we came to this nice place in our wagon, and Ma goes, we can't stay there. Too many houses packed in there too close together. She goes, it's way too crowded. The next house was only 50 miles away, way too close. So we had to keep going. Now, boys and girls, things don't always go the way you think they're gonna go. All of a sudden, we're going across a river. And I'm in the back of the wagon, and by the way, that's a Conestoga wagon. That's what they called those back in the old days, right here, a Conestoga wagon. And I thought, well, I'm crossing a river, I might as well do a little fishing while I'm at it. So I took my line and I threw it out there, and all of a sudden, whoa, I had a big one. And that thing was so big, it pulled me right out of the wagon. And I'm in the water. And I thought, I'm going to drown. This is my last day on earth. I'm going to drown. And lucky day for me, because look what helped me. As I'm floating down the river, a coyote pulled me out of that river. It was awesome. She saved my life. Not only did she save my life, she raised me as a coyote boy. So I became part of her family. Awesome. And I'll tell you what, careful now, I'm in my nakedness here. I don't have my clothes on, but that's the way it was. You know, we coyotes don't run around with our clothes on, so go ahead and take a look. There I am with my coyote brothers and sisters, and we loved the nighttime. We'd be out there on the hill. Nothing better than being a coyote boy. And we spent a lot of time jumping around with the billy goats. Fun. You ever played with billy goats? They were a lot of fun. You got to try it sometime. And so life was really good. I'm having a great time being a coyote boy. Well, one day I'm laying there taking a nap by a rock, and another cowboy comes by. His name was Chuck. And I'm laying there wrestling, and all of a sudden he wakes me up and he goes, hey, what are you doing laying by the rock without any clothes on? And I'm like, well, I'm a coyote. Coyotes don't wear clothes. And Chuck goes, you ain't no coyote. I go, yes, I am. He goes, you is not. And I'm like, all right. So he gave me his extra clothes and asked me if I wanted to come along and try being a cowboy with him. And I go, why not? I'll try being a coyote or a cowboy. I've been a coyote. So he took me along with him. Awesome. Well, we're riding along. I didn't have a horse, so I had to walk, which I don't think is really fair. Chuck had the horse. And we're going along, and he goes, hey, we got to find some other ranchers to help us out. We're going to start our own herd of cattle. I go, Chuck, sounds like a great idea. I go, where are we going to get some cattle? He goes, we're going to round some up. And so we thought, well, okay, let's go find some cattle. So we're riding along, and I'm walking beside him, when all of a sudden, out of the canyon comes this big snake. He wraps himself around me, and I'm fighting with this critter. Look at the size of that beast. And I'm fighting with him, I get a hold of him, and I kick him, and I kind of squeeze him down. Ooh, oh, and look at there, boys and girls. I squeezed all the poison right out of that little snake until there was nothing left in him. Winner. Now, I thought that was a pretty good day. I thought you can't get any better than that. And we're riding along a little farther, and then all of a sudden, out from the cliff comes a creature that is half mountain lion, part spider, and worse than that, part gorilla. He's big and scary, boys and girls. Big and scary. Look at that critter. So I'm wrestling with him, and finally we're wrestling. And finally I get my rope around him, and he gives up. And he takes off and leaves. But what I didn't know is this was going on. There was a bunch of cowboys over here. This was a gang called the Dead Gulch Gang. And they'd been watching me wrestling with this critter and wrestling with that snake. And they thought, man, that guy over there, whatever his name is, because they didn't know I was Pico's Bill, they're like, we got to have him be our leader. So I said, come along, guys. You can be part of our gang. We're going to go get us some cattle. We're going to start our own ranch. So things were looking pretty good. So we went out there and we found some cattle and we were roping them up and stuff, having a good time. Everything's going well. Look at there, you can see the boys were kind of having a good time, weren't they? Can you tell my gang was having a good time? They're good guys. So everything was going well. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there and we're gathering all our cattle, and I'm like, yeah, my legs are getting tired. I got to walk everywhere. And I thought, I got to find me a horse. And the guys, they're such good guys. They go, Bagels, we know just the horse for you. I go, you do? They go, yeah, we got the horse for you. And then they took me out into the meadow there, and there was this white horse. They said, that horse's name is Lightning, but nobody's ever rode Lightning. And I knew right away that I had to have Lightning for my horse. So I found Lightning. And when I found Lightning, guess what Lightning did? Yeah, Lightning took off running. Went running! Went up to the Arctic, right up to the North Pole. You know where the big fat guy in the red suit lives? Santa Claus? Yeah, I had to follow Lightning up to the North Pole. Even the polar bears are watching. Can you believe it? And I chased them down into the Grand Canyon, down in Arizona, all over the place. Finally, I got a hold of Lightning. I jumped on the back of Lightning, and I'm riding Lightning around, having a great time. And finally, I'm like, all right, Lightning, let's make a deal. I will stay with you for the rest of my life, and I will be a loyal cowboy to you, and I will have no other horses if you'll be my horse. You know what I did then, boys and girls? I said, all right, Lightning, you're free to go if you want to. Yeah, I said, you're free to go. And guess what Lightning decided? She decided she'd stay with me and be my horse. So, Lightning and I, we spent the next 20 years riding around, running our ranch, having a great old time. You can see all the cattle and stuff. Look at this. Go ahead, just keep flipping the page there. Keep on going. Everything was wonderful. Until one day, this was awesome, boys and girls. This was awesome. The boys and I are sitting out on the beach. Yeah, cowboys sit on the beach too, just like you guys do. So we were taking it easy, catching some rays. You know what cowboys do, you know. And all of a sudden, out of the water jumps this wild fish. And on the back of that fish is a girl. Ain't she pretty? Look at her. Ain't she pretty? Her name was Slewfoot Sue. I didn't know that at the time. But all I knew was that girl was pretty, and I was going to ask her to marry me. Be my girl. Wow. Flip the page there, please, in my book there. So, Well, I bought her the best dress I could find down in Dallas, Texas, and I asked her to marry me, and she said she would. She said as long as she could ride my horse Lightning to the wedding. She wants to ride Lightning, boys and girls. Now, Lightning only lets Pecos Bill ride her. So I was a little nervous about this, but I go, yeah, that's all right. You marry me, Slewfoot Sue. I'll let you ride Lightning. Do you want to know what happened? Well, boys and girls, I'm out of time. I can't finish telling you the rest of the story of my life. My editor over here, Miss Messner, you probably know her, she's doing this. And that means my time is up, so I'm not going to finish my book. If you like hearing about Pecos Bill and my life, this book is in your library, boys and girls. Yeah, right down in your library. You go on down there and you check it out from that nice lady, Mr. Lean, and you too can read the rest of the story and go see what happens with Slewfoot Sue and me. You're going to love it.
Well, wasn't that a fun story to listen to?
Did you think that's who would be our special guest reader?
Well, since we had Bus Stop and Walk today in the special story, it's time to end the news and get on with our day.
Before we go, we want to say that we have no birthdays today or tomorrow, but we want to wish a happy Sunday birthday to Ethan S. from Mrs. Glover's class and Thomas S. from Mrs. Elber's class.
Alright, that's all we have for you on this Friday. I'm Evie Borkschatz from Mrs. Frandy's class.
And I'm Indy Judd from Mrs. Elber's class. Just a reminder that Monday is Sunglasses Day. Bring your favorite sunglasses to look awesome all day long.
Okay, you know what time it is now. Please stand proudly to recite the Pledge of Allegiance and the Learner's Way.
Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready? Begin.
As a member